Right, Big Town TV, here we are, first qualifying round, FA Trophy. Final score tonight was Bridgeton Town 1, Colne FC from Lancashire. 2, we've got gaffer Mike Thompson who comes straight from the change room to speak to us. Mike, I'm going to keep strumming, I'm obviously going to let you try and summarise that too. Let's go for it, sir.
You know, it's frustrating, mate, because I think we're up against an official. I hate it. I've told you before that I don't really want to dwell on them, but we couldn't get a decision today whatsoever. It didn't matter what we did, we couldn't get a decision, and that's frustrating because the lads, you know, become they get to a point where they don't trust anything anymore. You know, from the point of view, and we've had probably 3 teams that have come here this year and wasted time for, you know, 3/4 of a game, and they don't get hold of it. You know, I'll be honest, mate. Our quality wasn't good enough tonight, so I'm not pinning it on that. You know, we didn't have enough to win a game, but it's highly frustrating when you don't get the rub of the green, you don't get the decisions that you believe you deserve, and they don't look after the timekeeping from a perspective of how much they've wasted. It's an absolute killer. You know, so you know, that's by the by. I think what we do need to arrest really quickly is some of our defensive naivety, and we've just said it in there. You know, we've got goals in us, and I think in possession we looked really good today, and we had the majority of the ball like we have had for a lot of games at home this year. But some of our defensive naivety means that we're having to defend 2-0 deficits every other week. And at this level, you aren't going to win games when you're defending 2-0 deficits, and we're up against it. We become stretched and we become open.
8 minutes, wasn't it? 8 minutes, but you 1-0 down.
I mean that time aside, that doesn't really bother me. It's the way the goal comes about. We're too high, too early in full-back areas. We don't make the pass that the run warrants, and one pass back to front has opened us wide up. You know, both goals have made us look defensively really naive. So we've had that conversation with the boys, and it's something that we need to look at, because when Denny puts the shift in that he does, you know, Ali scores the goals that he does, and moving forward through the pitch, the possession that we have, how well we do look going forward, it's frustrating to find ourselves 2-0 down again, and chasing the game. And it's not a dig at the defence either, Kev. It's a team defensive naivety.
Obviously, you're more experienced at being in football, but is it a mindset? Is it I don't know what to put my finger on it. Looks a little bit flattish compared to what we normally see. I don't know. It's normally you get a buzz and an excitement. When they was attacking, it seemed, you know, when you feel vulnerable.
Yeah, well, that's all it was. We were wide open, and it stems from not being positionally where we should be, and then when we find ourselves in the positions that we should be, the quality wasn't good enough. So we break down too easily, and we've overcommitted on both sides, too high, too early, and the boys know it. They're not denying it, and it's just one of those things where I believe going forward, I like what we look like. Defensively, I don't like us at all. The shape that we've got and how high we get.
As gaffer, then obviously we don't have magic ones. We have training fields, and we have your 7 days, and we have all that. Yeah. How do you move forward with it? Is it systems? Is it Tom O'Well? I'm joking.
We need to drill it. You know, we need to drill it. There needs to be an understanding that if we're on a string at the back and we're going out the right hand side, that we've got 3 in cover. You know, and if we do the same and we come through those low block midfields and we go out the other way, it has to happen again through the right hand side. And I think we gamble a little too much on staying too high in full back areas, and if we lose that ball in central areas, you know, you can turn around with 3 on 2, and you know, more often than not we're going to concede a goal. So again, you know, tonight we've had Griff clear one off the line, we've had Itchy pull off 2 or 3 because we look so open. So it's not, you know, we steal that game tonight, we go 2-2, we win it on penalties. Yeah. I come in and say exactly the same thing, because we ain't good enough in that defensive block, because we're doing things wrong. We need to get shape right.
For the fans, they're getting to see goals.
Yeah, we don't want to be losing games, mate. it's one of those where it will come. You know, it's almost like we've got the forward motion working well. We just need to make sure that defensively we do it right as well. And when we do it right, you know, we look good.
But going by your team this season, and we laugh about it, I know we shouldn't laugh about it, but we know as we sit here now, if we can fast forward 90 odd hours, we're going to have Carlton here on Saturday.
Yeah.
He'll smash them 5-0. And then we'll sit here laughing and saying, what happened on Tuesday? It seems to be...
I am laughing because it's the...
No, you know, but I'm saying, but it's funny that you'll have a bad game, like a Shielding or something like that, and then you respond, and then you'll have another bad game. It's like we're consistent at being inconsistent. We laugh about it all the time, so we don't beat ourselves up tonight on, let's say, going out the cup. What we do now is think, well, do you know what, we're going to smash...
We don't beat ourselves up because, like I say, I think possessionally we had more of the ball. Going forward, we looked like we was a threat, but we have to get this naivety out of us because 2-0 down is an uphill battle. It doesn't matter who we're playing. You know, you can be playing Worksop, you can be playing Grimsby Borough. It doesn't matter who it is across the league. It's a difficult league, and teams will bank up and they'll defend it. Then I'm not going to bang on about the officials, but there's 10 minutes in that game that have just gone. So, you know, we do need to respond quick, and we're going to have to work on it on Thursday. Plummer's back on, he'll be back in training on Thursday.
He shows you up as well. His ex-season, his experience. He shows you up at the back, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And that's no dissing the players we have got, but...
we've missed him today. We've missed his leadership and we've missed his calmness on the ball.
But again, we can move up. Let's say move in front of that. You had Griff and Eddie Robson.
Noah.
Yeah, no, I'm on about in general.
Oh, sorry.
So we have got no Eddie at the moment as well.
Yeah.
So is that maybe creating something that's going on in front of the back four? You know.
Them two have probably been our best players today because they've got on the ball and they've tried to do things in a progressive measure. So I was really happy with Noah and Griff today, and I think they stood out. It's just one of those.
It's just when we're losing in that bit of the bar that they're coming straight.
Yeah, you know, if we lose it in dangerous areas where we've committed too high, it's, you know, we look so up, and that's what we've got to combat. We've got to get it right.
And we go again Saturday. So training Thursday night.
Yep.
How was everyone in changing room? Any niggles, knocks? Obviously some subs going on there. Andy came off early.
Yeah, and his ankle's massive, to be fair. He's had a kick off the ball, so we'll have to have a look at that and make sure he's okay. Eddie's long term, mate. I don't know how long it's going to be. We're going to miss Eddie for
substantial,
for quite a few weeks. Plummer's back on Saturday. He'll be in training on Thursday. So we've got a big squad. We've not even got Jake Martindale in today, and we've got obviously Plummer and Eddie that have been there since.
Parker's back tonight as well, wasn't he?
Yes, yeah. So I mean, you know, Joe's coming, and you know, again, you know, he'll run his absolute socks off for us. So we've got bodies. We need to make sure that we're doing things right and well in a shape that we want to play. So we've got to work on that.
And that's out to you on Thursday night.
Yeah, for sure.
And like I say, obviously Saturday. Obviously we got some things wrong tonight. I apologise on behalf of my media team. Obviously at the start of the game, however, we will have it right. Or we won't say what it is, but we'll have it right on Saturday. And like I say, if we go by your team, Tom, it's going to be lots of goals. You're going to get 3 points, and it's like tonight ain't never happened.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
That's the plan.
We'll see. Tom, just talk straight away after the game. Like I said, FA Trophy, that's yesterday. Now we've still got East Riding Senior Cup, which would be lovely if that's at the Caircom. I'm also a fan. I wouldn't mind going to Caircom's media man. So that's to you, Tom. And like I say, we've got the league going as well, and we've got to a decent start as well. We aren't sat here all doom and gloom. No. Carlton, 3 o'clock, Queensgate. Let's get the fans back down. If you guys just click, please watch, like, subscribe, and most importantly, I would say share it. But you know what? We'll see you all Saturday when we bounce and we get 3 points. Take care, everyone.